Barcelona at Avalanche Summit, and we met here with Driva, who is president of trendy game on Avalanche, DeFi Kingdom. Nice to meet you here.
Nice to meet you. Happy to be here.
So can you tell us about your journey in crypto? Which year did you discover it, and how did you get involved?
Sure. Well, prior to DeFi Kingdoms, I was actually working for Goldman Sachs for about 10 years. And part of my job there was risk management for crypto-linked products being onboarded at Goldman. And I think for a while I saw kind of a mismatch of my interest in crypto and what Goldman wanted to do within crypto. So I really wanted to explore all of the potential and utility that would come from DeFi, from crypto in general. And I couldn't really do that in that job. It was very restricting. So being a part of DeFi Kingdoms and really being over all of the growth, it's been really fun to see a way to gamify DeFi, to have a larger global reach in terms of play to earn, and also innovate the space. With blockchain providing unique opportunities, we've launched our own DeFi Kingdoms blockchain, where we're going to invite many others to come into the DeFi Kingdoms metaverse and really build on top and partner with us. So part of my journey started many years ago, but it was only mid last year when we launched, and when I came on, around November of last year.
And you have as well a DEX and liquidity pool. Can you tell more about that and how DeFi Kingdoms was started? How long ago was it?
Yeah, so DeFi Kingdoms launched as a DEX, a decentralized exchange, in August of last year. So it's only been about 7 months. Started with a DEX only. It was a gamified DEX. Provided a more fun experience to go and trade. About a month after launch, we had our hero NFTs come out. So these are NFTs that is like a playable video game hero, like a archer or a knight or a priest. And each hero has stats that are unique to that hero that then correspond to a number of different things like questing, in the future combat. So the evolution of DeFi Kingdoms, although started with a simple DEX where you could stake for rewards, turned into being able to purchase NFTs and then make your own through the summoning process. And now you can take your NFTs, quest them for unique resources, like you can fish for a bloater, and that fish is a ERC20 token. We're working currently on land, on ways to combat and use your heroes in other ways.
Interesting. And does your team have gaming background?
Yeah, so our team is about 55 people strong.
Oh, that's a lot.
It's a lot of people. We have about 4 departments dedicated only to games. So we have the game art department. So one unique thing about DeFi Kingdoms is the pixel art. Very beautiful. Each scene, each NPC, each character is made pixel by pixel. So there's the game art department. They're about 7 or 8 people. We have a mechanics team, which is like 4 to 5 people with deep mechanics to integrate into the tokenomics. We also are focused on lore and storytelling. There's a couple people in that department, as well as the overall game department that is building the combat currently. There's 2 or 3 people there. So across everybody, you're looking at like 15 to 17 people in with game background dedicated in the project.
And how many gamers do you have already?
How many participants?
Yeah.
So the best measure of that is probably our Discord community, and we're at about 90,000 strong on Discord.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Great progress. And how do you generally see the gaming blockchain landscape and where it goes?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the landscape, it's very simple, right? All the games out there, because you're limited by the blockchain, you really have to think of new ways to interact with the blockchain and still make it a fun experience. So what we've been doing is building a rich economy of all these minor tokens, major tokens, and our hero NFTs. And our move over to Avalanche, partnering with also Harmony, where we started, we had this cross-chain gaming experience. Other games don't really have that. They're on one chain and they've stayed there, right? So I think when you think about the multi-chain gaming, now you're taking your NFTs that are real storeholds of value, moving to different chains, having additional utility, and we're actually looking to partner with games like Krabata and others to bring their NFTs in the game. So the landscape right now, if you look at game by game, sometimes it can feel very linear or basic, but when you really factor in what we can do on our own blockchain and factor in what we could all do as we work together and have like cross-game utility, I think it can be a lot more fun for everybody.
And why did you select Harmony?
So initially selected Harmony because of their really low finality and low fees, and we wanted to build without people really knowing. Right? Harmony was a little bit lesser known at the time, so launching on Harmony, we thought we could build something without having a lot of hype and buying and selling. However, what turned out is we ended up growing to a top 100 token in 4 months. You know, I think at our largest market cap we're 1.3 billion, and we make up about 90% of all the transactions on Harmony. So the intent to like build without people knowing didn't really work. I think there's a lot of organic growth because of the uniqueness of DeFi Kingdoms.
And can you tell more about your own blockchain? Do you plan to develop a small like ecosystem to launch your ecosystem funds in the future or something like that to attract more developers to build this?
Yeah, so many other protocols out there, they don't have a gamified solution. So one thing we're doing on DFK Chain is partnering with like Banky for lending and Dopex for options, where they now, through our interface, can have a gamified interface that backends into their offering. So on DFK blockchain, not only is bridging gamified through Synapse Bridge, but other DeFi protocols like lending and options. We're also using Joule for gas, so half of it will be burned. I think that's pretty common for gas to be burned. But the other half, one-fourth is going to be allocated to the validators, and 1/4 is going to go back to the players in terms of rewarding them for gameplay. So that's another way that we're kind of innovating the space as well on the blockchain.
And can you share plans for development of DeFi Kingdom?
Yeah, so today we released a lot of new alpha in terms of leaderboards. So as you're questing with your heroes, being able to track your progress and your success relative to others is a new thing that's going to be really exciting. We'll have achievements linked to it, a lot of big rewards. Pets are coming up, so a lot of our players have been collecting eggs. Those eggs are going to be hatched into pets that are going to add value to the overall gameplay. That should be really fun.
So are these like NFT eggs or something like that?
Yeah, there'll be an additional NFT that will actually be a piece to buff or add to your overall stats for your hero at a later time.
Cool. Thank you for sharing your developments. Yes. Hope to see some more progress from DeFi Kingdom.
Yeah, we have a really aggressive roadmap coming up as we build out Crystal Vale and Serendale. You know, March 30th, Crystal Vale launches. That's where our new token Crystal will be minted on our subnet on Avalanche. Really looking forward to that, and pretty much everything after that with the launch of their heroes, with combat coming up, travel and land. It's really exciting.
And what's the difference between Jewel and Crystal tokens?
So Joule is the primary token on Harmony and Serendale. That's what you use to summon heroes. Joule is also going to be gas for the blockchain for our subnet. Crystal is the similar token for Crystal Vale. So if you're in Crystal Vale and you go to summon, you have to use Crystal. If you're in Serendale on Harmony and you go to summon, you have to use Joule. So Crystal is a token particularly made specifically for Avalanche users, whereas Joule was made for Harmony users.
Okay, I got it. Hope to see your tokens go into the moon already.
Yeah, we shall see.
More and more users, more people in this industry.
Yeah, thank you very much.